it when companies take pride in their packaging. Every time you look around, they are trying to improve upon it. They've come from a plastic milk bottle style packaging, then they went to this, and now they've moved to this. Now they're distinguishing between the milks with color. So now there is macadamia milk, but it's not light green. This is the unsweetened, and this is the cocoa milk. So you see what the cocoa milk used to be like, and now the oat milk. So you know what to pick up. Sometimes you don't, and it's very good for people who probably can't see properly and things like that. At least, hopefully the people who are colorblind manage, but they will be able to because even if you're colorblind, there will be differences in these colors probably in what you see. This might be very, very dark and light. This might be not as dark as this. This might come up lightly, but I love when companies invest in their packaging. You know, they're always trying to improve upon it. Always. And this is one of them. Knots has been on the market maybe in the last 2 or 3 years. I mean, suddenly they are making waves, you know, but and they are international now. I think they're in Australia, I think they're in England, and I think California. I'm not going to see the whole of the states, but I think California. But I love it for me. Let's look at this as well. This is the older macadamia box. This is a new one with unsweetened. So this is sweetened. Well, it doesn't say it, but and then this is the old cocoa oat container. Now you have, this is the new one, and this is I really think they're doing a good job. I mean, it's not like it's anything exotic, but we're talking milk, and I think people are going, manufacturers are going towards the clinical look. They're moving away, I guess, through the vegan-y, you know, that kind of, we would say tree hugging side of the fence, to more the clinical. It's pure, it's this, it's that, because, you know, I think that's where they're headed. It's moving away from more of the earthy feel and look to more like a purity, I think, clinical, which, I mean, it's not necessary, but I love that they've been doing that. It's I like it. Let me know what you think. Decided against that, so I'm going to instead put this in the pot. They didn't taste good, but I figure I can't waste them, and I will just fry them all one time and be done. So here they are. I put a little peanut butter, not to eat with them, but just eat separately. Sometimes I just want that. A little yogurt with sweet molasses, an egg with some mayonnaise, and some popcorn. I'm going to be making coffee the old school way. I just feel like it. So I'm going to be using the French press, and I'll be using some decaf Kenyan coffee, which is this. I got it from Kenya. My niece bought it for me on request. I do go through my decaf eras sometime during each year because I feel sometimes we drink too much coffee and caffeinated coffee that I need to. No one else has to. So I'm just gonna add coffee to this. I have been drinking quite a bit of instant decaf, which I also like. There, I think about maybe 3, and I might add some nutmeg just for flavor. So I'll do that, and that's 3 tablespoons. I'll add some nutmeg. I really love this nutmeg. Oh my gosh, it's like hand grated, you know, as opposed to the usual. It's so fragrant that you have pieces of the nutmeg in it. So I love it. I purchased it on holiday in Ghana at Christmas time, and I love it. I love it. And so I'm gonna add a bit of it. I'm trying to use it, like my mom would say, like communion, because I'm not going to have access to it after that. And I didn't realize it was so good, else I'd have bought more than one. I just picked it up in a hurry. I don't know why. So I've added that, my nutmeg. So let's add the hot water to the coffee. Gosh, I hope it's not too light. Anyway, it's still coffee. And then I'm going to put the press. I'll leave it up there for a few minutes, and then we'll press it down slowly. So now we're going to press it down. I think it's a little too light for me, but hey, maybe I need it light. But guess what? Knowing me, I'll add a little instant to it so that it gives it body. And that's one thing I like about instant. It gives it some sort of body that the filter usually doesn't have. And there we go. Our coffee is done. I think this coffee is going to be a little too light for me. Yeah, it doesn't look that good. So I'm probably going to have to darken it with some I'm not sure about it. It doesn't even smell aromatic. No. Oh well, I added anyway, let me not throw it away. I'll just add some instant to give it some body, and I'll see how it tastes. I'm adding some rich decaf roast. It's not as strong either, but let's just add a tablespoon or 2, just so that it gives it a little more body. Yeah. And then I'll add myself some plant milk, just to have something sit in my stomach. And this is it. with some oat milk. There we go. And then I will put it in the microwave again because it's not that hot. I might just add a capsule of the illy, and yes, I do buy the pods. I haven't bought a pod machine yet, but I still buy the pods when I make an espresso with my coffee machine. So I might just add a bit of illy and see if that helps. I'm just gonna punch a hole here. It's a much darker roast, as you can see. So hopefully that might help to add some, oops, what was that? That's it. See how this works. Hopefully that gives a bit of a darker roast and a better smell, because it wasn't fragrant at all. Let's push it down. Hopefully this tastes better. This is what this one looks like with the oat milk. And now this has gotten a little darker. And hopefully that changes the taste. I do mix my coffee with my tea. I don't like sugar in my beverages, but this happens to come sweetened. So it's a chai latte tea by Tetley. And then I add a bit of, I'm on a decaf season, in my decaf season. So I take that and I add this to the mix, and I have my chai cappuccino, whatever you call it. Now that the milk is warmed, I'm gonna pour this in and I will mix it in, but I'm just gonna pour it in here for you to see. Let's mix it. Yes, I drink my beverages with a straw, hot beverages with a straw, yeah. And that's it. And then I'm gonna add my coffee. I'm gonna add my coffee. And that's it. Normally mix it with a spoon, but for ease right now, that's what I'm doing. Just mix it in, and then I have my chai cappuccino. And sometimes I just add a little, excuse me, cocoa, unsweetened, pure cocoa. So just add a little, just to kind of tone it down, and I mix it in, and we're done. So that's just me and my little concoctions. I have a friend who calls time to check on the rice. Always careful because the steam will burn you. So maybe we need to pull you up a little more so that you're not too close to the steam. Sorry guys. Let us open it carefully. And there it is. There it is. Let me see. You could steam for a little more. I might just add a little more water to give it a little more oomph. So I'm going to add some water. But not too much because I don't want Let me see a little more. And I'll keep it on a low heat. It's on 1 now. I'll put it back up at 2 and let it steam a little more. I think I turned it down too early. I probably turned it down too early. Maybe I'll turn it back up to 2, or maybe 3. Hopefully that might steam it a little better. And we will come and check it again. Our rice should be ready. Always need to be careful for that steam coming out. Yes. Perfect. Oops. It is perfect. So I would just leave it, I'll turn it off and leave it until it cools down, and then I will transfer it into a container for later.